back to MANCINIMA. I told you I'd be back, didn't I? I told you yesterday. Right, so before we get on to today's film review, let's go through that old routine, shall we? You know, that boring old routine, but I've got to say it because it helps the channel out. Please hit the like button. Looks like that down below. There'll be a little logo down below that I'll pop there as well that you can have a look at. So if you click on that, doesn't cost you a thing, just helps me spread the word of this video, spreads the word of this channel. Helps me out a bit, really. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be great. Loads of different videos on this channel. We've got some stuff on collecting, got some stuff on dinosaurs, loads of stuff on dinosaurs, actually probably a bit more dinosaur stuff to come as well. We got film reviews about dinosaurs. You might get the idea that I like dinosaurs. Bit of Spider-Man stuff on there as well. So yeah, please come and subscribe to the channel, have a look around, see what I've got, see what I've put out. There's 60 something videos, quite a variety to have a look at. If you hit the notification bell, that'll let you know when I've done another one of these. So you'll get a little ping on your phone and goes, hey, he's done another one. Let's go and have a look at it. And finally, come and have a chat with me down in the comments, because you know, I love to chat about all these kind of things. I will chat to the cows come home about dinosaurs, as you may have gathered. Obviously films. I love to talk about films. Films are my big thing. And anything else, basically. Come and have a chat with me about the weather. It's been a bit rubbish, hasn't it? You know, roll on summer. Right, so let's get on to today's film, which isn't about dinosaurs. And so on to today's movie, which is Pearl. Now, Pearl is the prequel to X, which came out last year. Both movies directed by Ty West. And the Americans have had Pearl quite a while now. I think they've had it at least 6 months, and it's out on disc over there. So why we in the UK have got it so late, I don't know. Maybe they decided to give us X one year, Pearl the next, and then Maxine, which will be the third part, which comes out next year, the year afterwards. So we've got one a year. Who knows? Maybe that's the reason. Anyway, let's get on to the story. Pearl lives on a farm. She lives with a paraplegic father. He can't wash himself. He can barely talk. He's in a bad state, basically. And her domineering German mother. Now, the mother resents Pearl quite a lot. Pearl's got this kind of a freedom, if you like. She can move around the farm and do what she wants. She has to do chores. She puts a lot of chores onto her and gives her a lot of things to do around the farm. But she's got a lot more freedom than the mother has, and the mother is very, I think, resentful that she's got this husband, and she mentions this fact actually within the film. She has this husband that she can't do anything with. She can't talk to him, he can't answer back, he can't do a thing. So she's quite resentful of this fact, and therefore she turns nasty on Pearl. So Pearl's life is not good on the farm, having to do all these chores. She has a couple of friends out in the stables. She's got this cow and this goat that she likes. And yeah, you know, she's kind of happy-go-lucky in a way, but you can tell that something's not quite right. You can especially tell that something's not quite right when a goose enters the farm, and he ends up on the end of the nasty side of Pearl's fork, if you like. So that's quite nasty. It's quite shocking. If you haven't seen X, you wouldn't know to expect this. You would kind of be thrown by this. But I think the fact that they released X first, and you know who the character is in X, it kind of wasn't really surprising when I saw it this way around. Anyway, so yeah, if you see them in order, you would have been shocked to see this situation. And she takes the goose down to the river and feeds it to this alligator. So yeah, something's not quite right in Pearl's head, and I think that's that basically is the whole point of the story. She's been driven mad, and she just wants a little bit of love from people. She wants to be loved and admired, and she's not getting that from her mother, and she can't get it from her father. So that's where she's coming from. She's having a bit of a hard time on the farm. So what is her escape? Her escape is to go into town to get the medicine for her father, and when she does this, she takes some of the money that her mother's given her, and she goes off and she goes to the cinema and she watches the movies there. And one of the movies she watches is about dancing girls, and this fascinates her, and she thinks, oh, I would love to be up on that screen. And she makes friends with the projectionist, and she says to him one day, I would love to be up on that screen, I would love to be a starlet. And an opportunity comes along to town when her friend comes along and says that they are doing auditions for dancing girls, and Pearl sees this as her opportunity to get off the farm, get away from her domineering mother, a paraplegic father. She won't have to care for her anymore, and she can go off and live a nice good life for herself. And yeah, that is basically the crux and the plot of the movie. The movie is actually beautifully shot. It's set in 1918, although the stylings are very much like the old Douglas Sirk movies. It's very colourful, very bright, and the music is very swirling. It's like one of those old-fashioned Hollywood movies. It's a real love letter to Hollywood movie making. Reminded me in a way of Dorothy on the farm in The Wizard of Oz, with Pearl's happy-go-luckiness. Although, like I say, she's got this really, really deep, dark side. She's got this happy-go-luckiness, which reminded me of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. So it's that kind of era of movie making, the kind of 1930s into 40s kind of movie making. So he's done a fantastic job, Ty West, of bringing that mood into a modern horror movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I thought that it wasn't as engaging, if you like, as X was. Although you do follow Pearl's path through, and Mia Goth, who also co-wrote the movie with Ty West and also is an executive producer on the movie with Ty West, she does an absolutely amazing job. I mean, Mia Goth has spoken up quite recently saying that the Academy Awards do not notice horror movies, and that's quite true. I mean, the only one they've really noticed in the past has been Silence of the Lambs, and that was almost, well, it's over 30 years ago now. They don't really take a lot of attention to horror movies, so yeah, it's a great shame, and she gives a fantastic performance, and I think that she should have been up for an Academy Award for her part as Pearl in this movie. But, you know, that's not to be now, is it? Yes, it's a very kind of drawn out film, but that's a great character study. You get to learn who Pearl is, and you get to find out what her struggles are. And it's a weird situation, because on one part you kind of empathise with her, you kind of think, I can understand her struggles. Her mother isn't very nice. She does have the struggles with her father, which is a shame that she has to deal with. And there is always, like, it's kind of like Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. You're always looking away to the stars. You're always looking away for something better, something greater to improve yourself and improve your life. And that's what all that Pearl wants, really. She wants that, and she wants a little bit of love. But when things go wrong, that switch goes in her head, and she basically goes mad on everybody. You know, I'm not going to tell you exactly what goes on, but there are some really kind of quite violent scenes in this, and quite gory scenes. So you know, you do get your call. Yeah, enjoyed Pearl. I thought it was a worthwhile prequel, sequel to X. I can't wait to see what's going to go on with Maxine. I think Maxine is set forward in time again on from X, so where we go with that story I don't know. Mia Goth again stars in that. I guess we'll know later on in the year. So for the moment, that's our review of Pearl. So there you have it, that was today's film review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button down below, doesn't cost you a thing. We spoke about it at the beginning, didn't we? If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, there's loads of different videos. If you'd like to know what kind, have a rewind. Yeah, I'll tell you at the beginning. And if you'd like to hit the notification bell, you will be let know when I've done another one of these videos, which would be great when a little notification comes up, hey, he's done another one. And finally, as we said at the beginning, come and have a chat with me in the comments. I love to talk about all different kinds of things, whether it's dinosaurs, whether it's movies, whether it's collecting. Come and have a chat, you know, let me know what kind of stuff you've got in your collections, what kind of movies you enjoy, what's your favourite dinosaur. It's a bit like, what's your favourite scary movie, isn't it? But for now, I'd just like to say thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you all later on. Bye bye.